Lovie Smith is still a part of the Chicago Bears families in all of our eyes. Thanks to him and the Texans' 32-31 win over the Indianapolis Colts, the Chicago Bears own the #1 pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. This is massive for the franchise as they are entering arguably the most important offseason in franchise history. The Bears can do one of many things: draft the best guy in college and have teams throw anything at them in order to receive him, trade back multiple times and get a ton more early round pick, or draft their future franchise player to be alongside Justin Fields. The Bears' 26-13 loss was the greatest loss in Chicago Bears history. Again, along with the Houston Texans' 32-31 win over the Indianapolis Colts, led by Lovie Smith, former head coach of the Chicago Bears, the Chicago Bears own the #1 overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft because the Bears have the most cap entering the 2023 NFL offseason, along with obviously the #1 overall pick. This team can do a complete 180 if Ryan Poles does this thing right. I'm going to go over what the Chicago Bears can do with the #1 overall pick. Thank you for turning into this episode. I can't wait to go over what I want Ryan Poles to do with the pick. Make sure you put your comments in the comment section below of what you think the Bears should do, along with please hit the like button on this video. And if you like it enough, please subscribe to the channel as I will constantly be updating all Chicago sports throughout the offseason and who I think the Bears should draft. All right, what is there on the table for the Chicago Bears? There are a ton of talented quarterbacks that are going to go within the top 10, and there are multiple teams that need a new franchise quarterback. Guys like Bryce Young from Alabama, Will Levis from Kentucky, and even CJ Stroud from Ohio State could be guys that franchises like the Atlanta Falcons, the Indianapolis Colts could be looking to in order to switch their future, along with the Houston Texans, who now own the #2 overall pick. There's also generational type talent like Will Anderson Jr., Jalen Carter, and more defensive players that could change a franchise on a dime. And now the Bears have the #1 card in their deck, in their possession, the #1 overall pick to trade back and get as much early draft capital as possible. Ryan Poles really quick could turn into Oprah Winfrey yelling, "You get a trade back and you get a trade back because I want your picks," and bring them over here. So move #1, let's go. If I'm Ryan Poles, my first move, yes, first of multiple moves, is I am trading back with the Houston Texans with the #2 overall pick. They need a quarterback very badly. Sorry, Mills, you're not working out for the Texans. So if I'm the Chicago Bears, I'm only taking a call from the Houston Texans if it includes the #2 overall pick in this upcoming draft, along with Houston's 2nd round pick, which is number 34 overall in the draft, along with Houston's 2023 4th round pick, which is number 104 overall in the draft, and then taking Houston's 2024 3rd round pick. Houston would only receive the #1 pick out of this. Houston is taking a quarterback in the 1st round. There is no doubt about it. Bears will not have to worry about Will Anderson or Jalen Carter being taken off the board by the Texans if they were to receive the Bears' #1 overall pick. So are the Bears done there? No. There's another move that I want the Bears to make. I would like the Bears to trade back with the Indianapolis Colts, who currently own the #5 overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. The Seahawks, who currently own the #3 overall pick, along with the Arizona Cardinals, who own the #4 overall pick, don't have to worry about quarterbacks at the moment. Likely they are not going to trade back, but you never know. I'm going to do multiple trade back scenarios, but this is my first one for you guys. What kind of comes scary with the Seahawks and Arizona Cardinals is that they could take a guy like Jalen Carter or Will Anderson Jr., but we're only going to think happy thoughts right now. So as I said earlier, the Colts need a quarterback. They're going to want to trade up and get one as soon as possible. So who's the next guy up after the Houston Texans get the #1 overall pick from the Bears? The #2 overall pick owned by us. Colts trade with the Bears, and the Bears receive Indianapolis' 2023 1st round pick, which is the 5th overall pick. Then the Bears would receive Indianapolis' 2nd round pick, which is number 37 overall. Then they would receive Indianapolis' 4th round pick, which is number 107 overall. And then they would receive Indianapolis' 2024 1st round pick. The Colts would only receive Chicago's 1st round pick, which is now the #2 overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. Colts will be rebuilding for a while. A ton of defensive talent will be leaving the franchise as they know they're going into rebuild mode. Stay tuned as I will have videos on players that the Bears could take from the Indianapolis Colts. And also, we are getting their 2024 1st round pick. So if they're rebuilding, that's going to be a really good pick. So another move, that's it. That's all I would do at this moment. The Detroit Lions hold the number 6 overall pick right now, but I don't think they're going to want to move up anymore because they do have a quarterback right now in Jared Goff. Jared Goff owns Detroit's locker room. Everyone likes him there. He had a very nice season, and as I'm recording, they're about to go and fight for a playoff spot. But that could change depending on how that game goes against the Green Bay Packers. We'll get into that later. But also, the Bears might not want to trade back with them unless Detroit's giving both their first round picks, because the Detroit Lions could pick up a guy like Will Anderson Jr. So after all those moves, what did the Bears overall get out of this? The Bears moved back a total of 4 spots, but like stated earlier, likely the first couple of picks, at least 3 of them, could be starting quarterbacks. But the Bears are still in the top 5 with Indianapolis's number 5 overall pick, where they could get a guy like Jalen Carter or Will Anderson Jr. They now also have 2 more second-round picks, 2 more fourth-round picks, and another first round next year, along with the Bears' 2024 first-rounder that they haven't traded away yet, and another 2024 third-round pick. Bears gained a ton of capital over the next 2 seasons, and that's big. I wanted to make sure I got home from the game as soon as possible, as Soldier Field was going crazy when the Texans scored in the final seconds of the game, and everyone was praising Lovie Smith. Put your comments in the comment section below of what you guys think about my first of many trade back mock drafts with the number 1 overall pick. But thank you for all the support this season, guys, and thank you for tuning in this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. There is plenty more coming where that came from. We're not going anywhere. But thank you very much, Chicago. What a great 2023 season it was. Felt a lot better. I have a lot of hope for this franchise moving over, and I hope you guys too. Thank you very much, and go Bears.